allow kicks from the ground. So I'm pretty sure, like, if they allowed kicks from the ground, a lot of people would be saying a different story for that whole, well, you're on your back, gravity's coming down. That's true, but a smart fighter should be able to fight from everywhere. Okay, that is true, but your foot can leg press twice, if not more, your upper body strength. So what's worse, a fist coming down or a foot coming straight towards that head, right? So like, it's all relative. Okay. So that said, there was one time like I was super injured. Bam, it was like, oh, I can't fight. Like I had a tournament in a week. I was like, damn it, like what the hell? So I went in with a 3-attack system from closed guard, pulled closed guard, got closed guard, just went with that system. If you have a system and can inquire it and like, boom, approach it right off the bat, the bell rings, bam, your energy, everything's right off the bat, like your system's going, now it's your flow, right? And then you keep that flow, keep the system, and then he's always going to be steps behind. And as he tries to catch up, you just keep going into other systems, and then you keep that momentum, that energy, that feeling of inertia or whatever, right? So we're in closed guard. First things first, if you don't know how to choke from closed guard and you're wearing a gi, please get a good choking game, right? If you're on your back, you want a good closed guard. A choke is like a jab in boxing, okay? So if you have boxed or done any striking or watch a bit, or it's like a choke is, it could be like a conductor, right? In a musical, right? Someone who's orchestrating everything, right? It sets up a lot of things. So if you're missing a choke from your gi game, you're missing that whole setup to get arm drags, to get arm bars, to get triangle chokes, right? If I, especially on Jeremy, right? If I'm here and I just try to go for an arm bar, he's just gonna like either stack or really posture back. And with the size difference, like that's every inch of space is so key, right? Whereas if I'm here, boom, 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 I have that choke. Now he has to defend the choke, right? Arms could come on the bicep, inside, whatever. As he's defending, then I'm going to go for this. I have my foot clamped, so if Jeremy starts to really posture back, it's going to be a lot harder to posture back from here than if I just went for the arm bar. Okay? So first things first hands in. If it's too shallow and then you try to pull them down and get them down, they can posture up still, right? So it's super deep. And then you pull them in, and as you pull them in with your legs and your arm, you keep that elbow to your hip. If they try to posture up, it's gonna be very, like, they can start to posture up, but since your elbow's to your hip, you have that connection. They're gonna be posturing up with like a backpack of 100 and whatever pounds, right? So I'm here. You can come underneath and go super deep, 4 fingers in, or over top. If you come over top, make sure, either way, slice into the neck, put a bit of pressure, and then add that choke. Don't make it shallow and then try to finish a choke. There's space, and then you're trying to close that space, so you could be maxed out of energy before the space is even closed, and now it's gonna be, you're not gonna get it. If you close that space, all your energy now can be focused on the pull, and then then it makes it really deadly chokes. But you're always mindful, nice. So boom, I go for the choke. I'm gonna show it all right now, okay? All 3 steps. They start to defend, bam. When they defend, 2 ways. This foot can go on the hip, and the knee pinches. If your knee doesn't pinch, they're gonna slip their elbow and start to push it down and start to pass. So keep it tight, right? Other foot comes in line like that triangle. Okay? Boom. Clamp, posture, everything is key. All space is key. Boom. Other leg, don't sweep like you have, like you're graceful like ballerina, or like you're taking all the time in the world. Because same thing as the not keeping everything pinched, they can get that, that thigh pressure, push it in. So you're here, it's super tight. So you bring this leg up super tight, because now try to get your arm in, it's uncomfortable, you're like, and then come over the head. So everything is tight, 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 hips up. You can keep this hand in here and start to get kind of a choke, or pull it out, or I pull it out for the armbar, and then pinch your knees up, and then go. If you don't pinch your knees, especially if you're a guy, and then you just try to come up like this, it's gonna hurt. Pinch your knees first, then then when you come up, it's not gonna hurt. Okay? They pull this arm out, boom. This leg stays tight around the head. Oh, but I'm on this angle, Kyle, I can't triangle. Well, use your legs to help pivot, right? This leg that goes around the head, boom, starts to go in the neck and add pressure to help you pivot to the other side. If you need to, bring this leg on the hip, keeping it pinched to help you pivot too. Hips up, bring this arm on the other side. Lock your triangle. If you can't finish the triangle and lock it because they're big, keep this heel pressure here. Boom. Pull down on the head, drive the knee, pinch, right? Keep all that pressure. Boom. Don't let them go. Okay? Okay? Sorry. Sorry. I'm like my old, Chris Robinson. Choke people out. No, I'm kidding. So, boom. You're here. Underneath, same thing. If you're shallow, he'll just stay here all day. But if you're here, I'll boom, here, chop, boom, they defend, stay super tight. So that was the first one. If you want, just jump your hips up. Don't jump your hips like you're flying, right? They're wide open. Keep it tight. Now you're above the shoulder. Swing the leg over tight. Go for your choke here, or bring the hand out. Pinch your knees, hips up high. Clamp. People keep the legs up. Oh, boom, why is it so hard? Clamp. Why is it so hard? Right? Look at, heels to the roof. Clamp down. Hips up. It's like you're doing a bridge in yoga. Boom, and then go. He pulls out the arm. You come here. Bam. Bam. Make sure this part is not a lot of space. You shoot that into the neck and clamp. One more thing. Just do this. I'll come around and show the one more thing. Any questions? No? Let's go. A lot is at you. 1, 2, 3. But I want to show the baby.